The following moments may contain explicit language.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what
It sure
was
did.
that? It worked,
It
but
worked.
God, that was ugh.
Yeah.
RC does not have the same oomph that a regular beer has. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Uncancelled Culture. I'm Porky,
The Louis.
and back from his draft day travel, seeing the Spurs pick up two more Chet killers.
Some more check killers.
I don't know what you want to call them.
Is that what we're going to call them?
Why are the Spurs so much in OKC's head? Now we're not talking about the. Let me make this clear. We're done talking about the season.
Yes.
The draft is here, so that's what we're talking about. Last night, the draft.
Well, 2 nights ago.
Was it 2 nights ago
Well,
already?
the first round was 2
The
nights
first
ago.
round was 2 nights
Oh
ago.
my God!
Last
see?
night was the second round.
Yeah.
That's how messed up my brain is, man. I don't even know what day it is. What's today? Third Saturday?
Yeah.
Third Saturday.
So well then 2 days ago with the 20th pick, 21st?
20th pick.
20th pick, the Spurs chose
Jaden. I don't know. Q.
Quinn.
Quentin.
It sounds like a Key and Peele skit. Jamiroquai.
That's exactly what I was thinking, man. I was thinking the same thing.
Jamaricwix
Jaden.
Territrix.
Quintance? Don't make me say it again. JD Quintance? Yeah, so
Fudge. They drafted Fudge.
acquaintance? I'm guessing. I don't know.
Out of
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
6'9", 253.
He's a big boy.
I think he outweighs Wemby by like 80 pounds.
I saw some of his videos. That's a big. When that guy gets moving, he's moving.
Yeah.
That's a big boy. Did they get him to stop Chet or to stomp on?
Well, I mean, I feel. Well, I guess we'll talk about both picks, right? But I think the biggest takeaway from this pick was the concern about his knee,
right?
because it's just been operated,
fresh
so,
off a ACL injury.
Yeah.
Well, he was a freshman at Arizona State.
That's where I saw some of the video
He
from
was
him.
17 years old in those videos. This Arizona State.
17?
17. He's only 17.
You can get in trouble for that nowadays.
And he was balling,
He's a
man.
big dude, man.
Well, he tore his ACL at Arizona State, and it was in February. I want to say it was in February of that year, of his freshman year, and then he transferred to Kentucky, and he played 4 games in Kentucky because it was swelling up on him.
Well, okay,
something
so
like that.
it
Whoa.
wasn't just the ACL.
And meniscus.
He tore the meniscus and he fractured the knee. Well, after
Fracture?
getting it, taken care of or whatever, he goes like Cranky says, transfers over to Kentucky, doesn't play the full season, gets they shut him down because of the swelling, numbness. There is different issues, so they shut him down, and he has to go through, I guess, another surgery. Right? Didn't he go through another surgery?
What?
Now, I think the biggest concern was he didn't get to work out for any of the teams. He didn't get to do like full workouts for the pre-draft phase that they do.
Oh, he ain't gonna do summer league either then.
Yeah, no. So, but everybody was real high on him, and they were like, "Man, somebody has to take a swing, right?"
Well, I had seen people posting that they were gonna pick him.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't fault the Spurs for taking him. I mean, honestly, a healthy Jaden
It's a big dude.
is gonna be. I think it's gonna cause some havoc. You know what I mean? I think you can see the vision of a too big lineup
That
if
would
you
cause
have
some
Wemby
problems.
and him together.
That would cause some problems, I think.
You know, I mean, I think we're already seeing. We saw some too big lineups against the Spurs,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I thought you were gonna say us. I was like,
no,
what?
that's
I'm like, what series
and-
were you watching?
No,
Oh,
and that's what I'm
fuck.
saying. Like, if they would have, I mean, I want to say, but then Cornette didn't do anything, so I think with this guy you can see a too big lineup.
Oh no, Cornette.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't fault them for taking him. I just think it is a risk because
Well-
I guess you can see it as like when the Cowboys selected
Jalen Smith.
yeah,
Hey, another Jalen.
another exactly.
Well, this was Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden. So you see the concerns, but I mean I think it's a good pickup. I think a healthy guy, if he's out there banging some bodies out there, shoot, I think it's a good pick, man.
So I guess the concern can be is that he turns into a Greg Odom.
Yeah.
Somebody
he's a liability.
Who's a liability, somebody who is just frequently getting hurt,
Yeah.
a la Zion. I mean, that dude too is very, very highly regarded coming into the NBA, and what has he done? Honestly,
Got
like
hurt.
what is it?
Gained
Just
weight,
got hurt,
lost
got
weight,
hit, got
gained
hurt,
weight,
got
lost
hurt.
weight, yeah.
And then you have idiot Swaggy P over there saying, "I think that the Spurs should get Zion." It's like, what is this dude smoking, man?
That's why nobody pays attention to him anymore.
Nobody cares about that, dude. Nobody cares what Swaggy P says, dude. I think they should get them.
Like why?
For what? And he's talking about and Murray and all these. I'm like, what? For who? Nah.
Yeah, you're gonna give up now. If you were to even consider anything like that, you're having to give up a lot. Which is why the Spurs got out of the running for Giannis.
Were they ever in it?
They had shown some interest, but then when Milwaukee came back with, "Well, I want your starting five," that they pretty much said, "Yeah, we're
some
done."
of that stuff we used to get back in the day. What was it called?
So yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I guess they could have been in the running, but I mean, they had to have been very low on the totem pole.
oh yeah. I mean,
To even consider it.
I think they were very high on the totem pole last year. They were close. I think they were probably one of the top 3 or 4 teams that they were looking to.
So we lose the finals, and now we don't have no credit. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying now I think we see the team that we have, and everybody's like, we're not giving them this up.
Wait, we should. You start thinking of all the people that they say, well, yeah, we should trade Johnson, and we should get rid of. I'm like, oh, what?
There's still 2 people on my list that we should trade, and they're not going to. So,
Does one of them sound like Bangeni?
and the other one sounds like my socks. Yes. Yes.
Jadarian Socks?
I'm telling you, man.
Jadarian Socks?
I was so hoping to hear the
The
commissioner
trade.
come out and say, with the 20th pick, the San Antonio Spurs have selected De'Aaron Fox's replacement, but that didn't happen. So,
Well, that was one draft pick.
yeah.
And then, they traded up.
Yeah, so they had the number 35 pick, and they traded up to the number 26 pick, and selected Terrace Reed Jr.
No relation to Nas Reed. No?
We're hoping not, but
Must got a strong jaw.
but out of Connecticut. So
So that was a big point. Is where he came from,
UConn.
UConn. I mean, he may not. He doesn't know. He might know Steph Castle. Maybe not. I don't think so. But I mean, just that group of anybody that comes out of there
Yeah.
with the coach now, I mean, geez, those are I think we have to be serious about that dude too.
I mean, I think he's more of a
Is he trade fodder? Do you think? Is either one of them
Is he what?
trade fodder? Like
Like
they can use them for
trade
a
bait?
trade or trade bait? Yeah, basically.
I mean, why would you want to? I don't know. They drafted these two guys. These two guys are not your typical stretch fives that the
league sees now.
that the league wants
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
They're
These guys
down
are-
low guys.
These
They're
guys are bangers.
yeah.
They're there to get you rebounds because they couldn't get rebounds if you.
The whole playoff series.
Yeah, the whole
whole
playoff.
playoff run. Yeah.
Couldn't get rebounds if you pay them,
Nope, couldn't.
which we do. And
I mean,
they still couldn't get
Reed is listed as a throwback center.
center.
Throwback center.
Wow.
Right. He and the biggest hype, I guess, on him was he did the dirty work. He went down there, and he was freaking,
Busting
physical,
hits. Yeah.
being physical, down on the block, doing everything he needed to do. He's a good. They say he's a good finisher. He's a good rebounder. He's not so much great on the perimeter, but we don't need that. And like Cranky said, he's not gonna be your stretch five like we see now.
He ain't gonna be out there.
He's
Yeah.
a throwback center, right? Good shot blocker. I mean, I think again another good pick to give quality minutes, either alongside Wemby, and take away the load of the so-called dirty work, physical play, or give Wemby a rest and allow these guys to bring in quality minutes. And I think they were two good picks. Now it's going to be the test if they're able to develop them.
Yeah. What do you want to do with them? Do you want to throw them in? Do you want to give them two ways contracts so that way, like they did McLaughlin? I think McLaughlin had a two-way. So
Well,
he was
I
up
think-
and down, up and down.
To me, I think you would do that with
They're second rounders.
with your second. But you know what? I can't not see them doing it with Jaden because of his injury.
They just because you don't have to be a two-way player to go
to the
back and forth to the G League. Carter Bryant started off he got sent down to Austin a couple of games but he was a fully
Right,
full contract guy. The two ways they were talking about how the two ways work this morning on the radio. It kind of like their contract's not guaranteed somehow for I don't know how it is, but I mean, like I say, you don't have to be a two-way player to go
right,
you know,
right.
to set him down.
to set them down.
I mean, and I honestly with Jaden, I don't see that. I could see that happening because of his injury, making sure that he gets minutes and making sure that they are able to, since they didn't get a pre-phase workout
Right.
for the
Look at him.
draft, for the pre-draft, they can get a look at him since more than likely he won't be playing the summer league.
Yeah. No.
So I would say give him some minutes somewhere and really get a close look at him and see see what you got.
Do they? Question. The summer league is all rookies, or like could somebody like
First and
Harper?
second year, right?
Yeah.
So
First and
Harper
second.
could.
Like Harper
potentially
they're not
go back down.
They're not gonna send Harper down.
They won't.
not
They
gonna-
won't. But they won't.
The
send him.
one they will probably could probably play in the summer league. I would think if they would is Bryant.
Brian,
Let him,
yeah, I
let
would
him
see
get
that.
some work.
I would
Yeah.
Get him.
I
in
don't
there.
know if there's like a cap, like a game cap, like a game
Like
cap.
if he played certain amount of
certain
games,
amount of games
you
in
can't-
the regular season, if
Right,
he's able to go play. But usually, second year players can go
Second
play in
year.
the second in the
I thought
summer
so.
league as well.
I didn't remember, but yeah,
You do.
it's it would be good, I guess, to let him go down there and run around a little bit. But I think you're right, Harper. I mean, he's already proven, that he can replace a certain.
I mean,
Point guard.
if you send Harper to the summer league, I mean, you're poor dudes, man. I mean, come on. Look what he did in the finals. You gonna send him to the summer league, man?
All right, so here's
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
here's the thing on the summer league. Any player, regardless of their NBA tenure,
No way.
is eligible to play in the NBA summer league if they're invited by a team. While veterans rarely participate, right? The
Yeah.
rosters are primarily made up of rookies,
Invites.
drafted rookies, first and second round or second year players, undrafted free agents, G League prospects. Those are the ones that you usually see.
Right.
But anybody can play in the summer league. So let's just say hey man, we want to give this guy some more work. Let's send him to the G League.
Yeah.
I mean, send him to the summer league, and they will. So, but rookies and sophomores are the ones who usually play.
But you'll see some veterans in the summer league too. But those are veterans that they're spend their career in the G League.
Yeah, and usually
like that
the
minor
veterans,
leaguer.
Yeah, usually the veterans that are invited are usually ones that like don't have a contract and they're trying to gain a spot on the team. So they'll be invited.
But
to
it's
play.
somebody who's not like a notable
Correct,
person.
correct.
Just somebody who's like
Correct.
what's his name? The catcher from Major League.
Rube Baker.
Rube Baker.
When they drafted that Reed guy, one of the coworkers said, "Hey, in the tournament he had a 31 and 27 game, 31 points, 27 rebounds."
27.
Who was that?
Reed.
Oh,
Really?
In the tournament, in the March Madness tournament. So I went and I looked it back and I said, it was against Furman.
was that the all-girls school?
The school for the blind.
It was against Helen Keller U. I mean, the UConn had, as a team, UConn had 42 rebounds that game.
And he had 27.
He had 27 of them,
He had
dude.
more than half of them.
So I mean, he's a double guy though. If you look
He
at
can
some,
be, yeah.
some of
And
his
he
stats
is,
for the
yeah.
game, he's a double. He went to UConn his last 2 years. He started at Michigan. Ironically, those were the two teams that played in the national championship this past season.
Well, and we say we're talking about Jaden, and man, he's a big boy. But Reed outweighs him by at least 10 pounds, and he's only like an inch taller than him.
A couple of inches taller.
Yeah,
They got the same wingspan, 7'5".
7'5", yeah.
Jesus.
So, and I
7'5"
think that's the look that we're the vision that we're seeing is protection in the middle, because Wemby,
He's not a.
Well, when he's not on the court.
he's a good shot blocker when he's playing down low, but what does he do? They do the pick and roll, and what does he end up? He ends up at the top of the key guarding a guard, which he can and he can't, right? We saw where people were dribbling around him. He has good recovery, but you're not gonna see these guys doing that. You're not gonna see these guys at the top of the key or on the wing guarding somebody off of a pick where Champagne ended up switching and not fighting through a pick. We're not gonna see that. These guys are gonna be the down low guys and shot blocking, protecting the middle, getting rebounds. That's what these guys are about. So,
Could that also
and Reed's also a 23-year-old rookie.
That's another good, like a positive they
Yes,
say, because
He's
it's
23.
like he went all 4 years of school.
Yeah.
Duncan went all 4 years of school. What they're doing with these two guys, it makes me think what they did with when Duncan came in. He wasn't a center; he was a forward. That's why
Yeah.
they always say Duncan
Power
was
forward.
powerful.
Because
He
David-
didn't turn into a center till
Yeah.
his final years of his career.
Yeah, after David was gone, he wasn't a true center.
Not even that.
Yes.
Yeah.
After David was gone, they would sign centers.
Yep.
And keep him at the four.
At the
I
four.
think that's what they want to do with Wemby. If they don't want him as a center, they want him as
They want him as a 4.
even though there's no
Well, they want him as a 1 through 4.
yes. Even though there's
There's
no
no positions
there's no
anymore.
positions.
What's
in
your number
NBA.
today, Wimby?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be.
I think I'll be a flagrant 2 today.
What is that? What is that?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You gone, boy?
You're out skis.
Well, then in the second round, the number 42 pick, they signed or they drafted Jacoby Gillespie out of Tennessee, guard. 6 foot, 188.
That dude's no 6 foot. He's 5'11".
It makes a difference.
So they need to go and start using the measuring matrix from the MLB now because everybody lost 3 inches.
Yes.
Can we make this guy taller?
Yeah.
I think like I was telling somebody the thing about the second round of the NBA draft is like you kind of compare it to the 5th round of the NFL draft.
The
second round?
irrelevance.
The second round of the NBA
Yeah, it's like the 5th round.
is like the 5th round of the NFL. It's not.
All the irrelevance.
It's not like the second round of the NFL draft. Like the second round of the NFL draft, you can still find quality players, starters. You know, but you know, in the fifth round is like you find your Tom Brady's, your Brock Purdy's, and that's kind of like what the second round is in the NBA.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find a superstar in the second round. I mean, you did with Jokic, Ginobili. You know, there's your Brunson was a second rounder.
Ginobili.
You know, it's hard to believe Boozer was a second rounder. Carlos Boozer, the father of Cam Boozer. He was a second rounder.
Luis Scola,
He was a second rounder.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the second round you're not gonna find like these two guys as the Spurs.
Well,
They were talking about it the last time the Spurs had a second round was Ginobili that actually
produced. Yeah.
produced. I mean, they mentioned DeJuan Blair. He was in the league for a couple years. He was a second rounder.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't see him being a huge impact like Ginobili, but I can see some good things from Malik Brown. He looks like he can come in and expand the bench because right now we don't have one. We have Keldon Johnson, and that's it. We don't have. We had Barnes, and then he disappeared at the halfway point, right? And we have no one else. We have Carter Bryant.
His luck ran
He
out.
doesn't. He's not given a chance, honestly. But you know, you have Harper, which to me is gonna be. I'm sorry, but I think he needs to be a starter. And if we're talking about nobody has a position anymore, there's no more position players, right? Why can't you have 3 guards in? Why can't you have? Because you know they're gonna keep Fox. So why can't you have Fox, Castle, and Harper in a game at the same time and have 2 bigs?
Well, you're talking about the bench, and then who's going to come in? Who's going to come off the bench?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So then you have one of the bigs that we drafted in the first round, this guy Malik Brown. You know, you have them. You still have Carter Bryant. You have, to me, Champagne can be on the bench. And if you start Champagne and you have Harper, then Harper comes off the bench. But now you have 4 can be quality guys on the bench rather than Biombo that's sitting over there freaking handing out towels and waters. You know what I mean? Freaking or Waters.
Waters
That's sitting out there fixing his braids. You know what I mean? Like you can have quality people on the bench.
So what that makes me think about, you mentioning all that, it makes me think that they're gonna go look for somebody else.
For the backcourt?
Just in general.
I mean, because they just picked up 3 guys for the front court.
Well, I think they're gonna go look for somebody. I don't know if it's gonna be a guard. I don't know if it's gonna be a forward. But I have a feeling that this gives me the vibes of them actually looking or trading or giving them some picks away for somebody that's established.
You know the name you hear out there now, right?
Who that? Nas Reed?
No. Nas. The name is Kawhi.
Oh, I have heard that.
Oh my God! Would that happen?
I have heard that. Yes.
I've heard that several times.
Yeah, I heard that.
I mean, he's not for sham, so I don't believe it. But I mean, it's out there. It's out there, and
But I mean, I guess I wouldn't have imagined maybe being Kawhi, but I imagine somebody. I'm imagining them bringing somebody else in. Barnes, I mean, Barnes may not be here.
Yeah.
He's gonna be gone. So they got to bring somebody else in. And
But-
you got to have. There's got to be one more established person besides Fox and Johnson. Because if you're not gonna play Olenek, you're not gonna play Biombo, you're not gonna play Pumley. Then you got to bring somebody in. Maybe
And
even another
I think that's why these
forward.
three guys were picked up, so that way you're not re-signing Plumlee, you're not bringing back Biombo, you're not bringing back, you know what I mean?
Olenek.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's what these guys. And you know, this guy Malik Brown. I'll just say this: he was the ACC Sixth Man of the Year,
I have to say this.
right? He was the ACC Sixth Man of the Year. His major issue, he can't shoot, but he can guard all 5 positions on the court.
How tall is he? What is he?
He's 6'8".
6'8". Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
and he can guard all 5 positions on the court. Good defensive player. Grab rebounds, but he's just not a shooter. So any points he's gonna get is gonna be off of a rebound. It's gonna be
Right,
off of a cut pass where he's somebody's going down low. And honestly, he's not gonna be a starter. I think he can be a good addition, versatile player. You know, I give this guy. He has a good IQ, so I give this guy maybe 4 years, 5 years in the league, but you can at least take advantage
Get
of what
some
you
use out
have,
of
get
him.
some use out of him. Plumlee was the guy that they just brought in to knock heads around. This guy can be that type of a guy.
When did you see that?
Well, yeah.
How many times did I ask
only
for
when
that?
Wemby, only when Wemby went. That's it. That's the only time. So
You know
God,
what
I
he,
can't believe how much I asked for that and it
you
never
know what he
happened.
said to me in the library? Yeah, him out.
Well, so there's what, 4 rounds? How many rounds of the draft?
2.
There's only 2 rounds?
That's why I say the second round is like the 5th
Wow.
round. 5th round in the NFL.
I just made myself look dumb. I thought there was more rounds than that.
There used to be
it used to be 3.
So
wasn't
there's
it?
only
Oh,
60,
it's
was there
more.
60 picks?
60 picks, 30
Wow.
teams. Yep, 60 picks.
Wow. Well, there you go.
But that's why you see you hear more of the undrafted people being signed and picked up, especially for summer league, because you do have a lot of people come out, right? They all come out to the draft. Not all of them get drafted.
Nah. So a lot of those are the scrape.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you get drafted? No, come. Come to Las Vegas.
What car lot you working at this week? So
Oh, you still bagging groceries? All right, come on. We'll send you to Orlando. You can have fun over there. Well,
I mean, what do you give the Spurs grade on their draft?
Cranky?
10. A 10.
You can't see his hands, but he's going like this. He's going, damn.
Hit a little pause.
I don't know, man. I mean, it was so funny listening to these one.
One letter networks.
No, it was these podcast people. These podcast people popped up on my For You page, and they're talking about, you know, the Quintarius, and they were, you know, talking about the pick like they knew everything about him, whatever. And they go, well, you got to trust the Spurs because we didn't have this, you know, Spurs seared us wrong in the first round. And I was like, well, yeah. Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley, Lucas Summernick.
Dwayne Shinsis?
I don't want to throw him out there, but people didn't like him. I liked him. Lonnie Walker. People were.
He was decent.
I just don't think he was given the chance.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't given a chance.
No.
You know, people didn't want him. But the best snub of them all, Josh Primo.
Wow.
Josh Primo.
Well, he shouldn't have been trying to diddle with the lady.
He was depressed,
With his
man.
therapist?
You know,
Yeah,
With his
man,
therapist,
he shouldn't
right?
even-
Yeah.
That's what
He
he
thought he was with the masseuse. He thought-
He thought he was Archie. What's his? He thought he was Manning.
Or- no.
Deshaun.
Oh,
him
Watson.
No, but Peyton Manning too. Didn't he get accused of that?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
I know Justin Tucker did.
Justin Tucker.
And then I
No.
know, yeah,
Look it
and
up.
then I know
Look it up.
Pat
I'm right.
Kraft.
Yeah, Pat
The
Kraft,
Pat
owner?
Kraft
The
also,
owner?
yeah.
the owner.
And
from-
Jerry Jones.
Yes.
There's pictures to prove it.
Tucker wanted a tuck.
Yep. He wanted to tuck something.
Oh,
But
my
yeah,
God.
so you can't say the Spurs haven't steered wrong in the first round because
Yeah.
and that's only in that's
In the
only
last,
10 years. That's the last 10 years right there.
We're not going further back than that, bro.
the 90s or the 80s.
Yes,
We're not even in the 2000s. We're in 2016
we're
to now, bro.
2016 to now, and I named you 5. Oh, and I didn't even name Sohan.
Yeah, exactly.
Gee, well, I named it now, but so you can't say they didn't steer us wrong.
Man. Anybody
Well-
with a mic can say anything, man.
That's
Well,
what they
that's why we're here.
That's right.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I actually, I saw the first 2 picks. I mean, and even just those, you know, at that point, I was giving them probably like an A-, considering.
I would give
And
them
then
a B
after that, I
plus.
don't know what the other picks
Yeah.
were.
I would give them a B plus. I think it can be a great draft,
Yeah.
right? Just again depends on how they develop them, what they do with them. Do they get them and just sit them on the bench? Do they actually use them?
See, this is why I think that they're gonna get somebody else.
They're gonna get somebody else.
They have to.
They have to because they're gonna have 40 million under the cap.
Yeah.
They gotta spend at least I forget how much
25.
percent.
Yeah,
of
they
the
have to
cap.
spend a percentage of it.
They gotta be. They gotta be.
Spend it to stay under the cap.
No, wait, they have to spend. They have to be like right under.
under the bottom because you know how they had the first curtain and the second curtain.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, of course, nobody wants to be over the second curtain, but you got to be close to the first curtain. You know, even if you go over, you could go over the first curtain, but you got to be
Close to it.
Close to it. You can't be freaking
Yeah.
way down here. So the names I hear that they might go out there.
They have to
with-
spend 90% of the salary cap.
There you see.
Wow.
And
It's
the
the
name,
salary floor.
the names you hear is John Collins and Rui Hachimura
Ooh.
Okay, I mean, I could-
Ooh, that's shooter.
and LeBron.
I heard that too.
No.
I heard that too, but
No.
I think they're still in talks. I think the Lakers are talking about giving him another year.
They signed what's his name for 140 million, right?
Luka?
Reeves.
Oh,
Reeves.
Reeves. Yeah.
Austin Reeves.
Was it like 100 and something million?
it's 140
8
million.
years or 5 years, something like
4 years, 140
that.
million.
Jesus.
I mean, even the 4-letter network, even Stephen A. said like LeBron needs to just move on because
Just go, man.
you already see the future of what the Lakers are looking at, and they're looking at Luka and Reeves, and they're looking to build around them. And keeping LeBron does not allow them to do that. Now, LeBron is still a double-double guy. He still gives you quality minutes, right? He can take over a game, not the entire year, but he can give you some games, right? But do you see him going to another team or a team like, let's just say, a team like the Spurs that has a pretty established 5? He's not going to come and say, I'll come off the bench. No, he's going to want to be a starter.
I mean,
He can go to the Knicks.
Or Boston.
or Miami.
Or Miami.
Go back to
Go back
Miami.
to Miami.
Yeah.
Back to Miami.
And you know what? I wouldn't.
Right?
I could see that happening.
Yeah, taking less money, taking the veteran minimum just
Yeah.
to go over there and play.
And play with Giannis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a bastard.
You know,
would.
you
He would.
You
He
know,
would.
nobody. We're the first to say that. I think we need to patent this.
Trademark it?
Trademark this, because I haven't heard anybody say that, dude.
Going back to Miami?
Going back to Miami,
Yeah.
taking the veteran minimum and going back to Miami, dude. And with Pat Riley over there running the team, I wouldn't.
He already knows.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yep.
put it past him.
Exactly.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's right.
You heard it here first. Your one and only sports leader in
share and repost and like, and so we can get out there. Get the.
I'm gonna
We gotta get
snippet.
I'll say we gotta get this to the guys quick so they can start putting it out there.
Hey, the guys are on vacation, man. I think they're on vacation. I sent them a message and
Crickets.
nothing. But now I'm like, Unistream Media. But that would be interesting if he goes. I mean, especially now that you know who's there.
Yeah.
It's like if,
Well, yeah,
if
we
it
didn't-
happens, it's gonna be like, well,
You know,
yeah.
and we didn't mention it, but so the big trades this week, Giannis going to Miami.
the Heat
Was it 4 players?
and a
Yeah.
crap load of
Draft picks?
Draft swaps.
Yeah, draft swaps. Well, it was 1 draft swap, right? And then they had 2 second rounders and
2 draft
Yeah.
swaps and 3
Yeah.
second rounders. Something like that.
Well, Cranky had a good, we were messaging back and forth, and he's like, who did they get for him? And I said, a lot. And then when I sent him the little snippet of everybody, and he's like, they ain't get nothing for him.
I mean, they got Hero, which, like Cranky said, I think he's already at his ceiling. He's not gonna be better than what he already was in Miami. You're getting what you get,
You're
right?
not going to score
Now-
80 points in a game or anything like that.
They didn't want to
83.
trade that guy.
They didn't want to trade that guy. But the other guys, I think it was just.
Hawkins was one of them.
I think it was just let me unload whatever I can.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Well, I mean, Hero might be at a ceiling, but I think actually Hawkins is still actually pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, he's a double guy. Assists, maybe not so many rebounds, but he scores and he does get assists. So that might be good for them.
And then
We're not getting anybody, but
and then LaMelo went to Minnesota.
wow. How is that gonna work? Now the question
For who?
was
For who?
for strong-chinned Nas Reed,
Strong jaw.
not slack-jawed, long-jawed.
Lockjaw Reed.
So Reed gets shipped out to Charlotte.
I wonder if they got a discount for his.
No, I think they got a discount because he didn't get knocked out. He took it.
He took it.
He took it to the
He
chin.
took a chin.
That's
You
what
know?
she said.
The thing that trade too was kind of like, I felt like Minnesota. They kind of reached too. I mean,
Think so?
they gave up. I mean, they don't have Randall no more. Reed was supposed to replace Randall in the starting lineup as a stretch. Now he's gone. Now they don't have nobody to replace Randall. So now you got LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. I mean, Jaden McDaniels. I mean, I guess, but that's it.
But he fizzled out.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert.
What is Gobert gonna do?
He's gonna come out second in defensive player of the year again,
Is he gonna work on his 3 points this summer or what? His 3-point shot
or his free
shooting?
throws.
Or his free throws?
Well, I remember. So McDaniel had that series. He finished off Denver in the last 2 games because he went off, and he didn't do nothing in the Spurs series.
No.
He didn't do nothing at all. It was like everybody was waiting, like that's the guy, and he fizzled out.
But I think I think the games that he did good in is when they were running an offense. Kind of like what we talk about the Spurs. When we see the movement of the ball, it's not just one person jacking up threes. It's not like the ball is being moved around and they find the open guy. And Daniels was that open guy. Same thing that happened against the Spurs when you would leave freaking Elmer Fudd over there open in the corner, or Hart and against the Knicks. Like you were leaving these role guys open, That's what was happening with Daniels. And then when it came to, well, now Anthony Edwards has to be the guy because 2 guys went down,
Yeah.
right? Daniels was expected to step up, and it's like he's not the guy to step up like that. He's the guy that he's going to give you minutes. He's going to give you quality minutes when you involve him in the offense, but not run the offense through him.
Yeah.
That's not who he is. And so you saw exactly who he was against the Spurs,
Yeah.
especially when you have quality defenders on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't do diddly squat. Well, what do you get? What did you said B minus, right?
I said B
For
plus.
the draft?
B plus.
Oh, B plus? Oh, B plus. Oh, you're grading on a curve. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see how that pans out. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can look at the summer league and you can't really look at it and say, oh yeah, that guy's good. Yeah. I don't think the summer league is like that. Like, you don't really look at it and say, oh yeah, that guy's gonna be good or that guy's gonna be good. It's just they're just getting them out there, and working with an NBA offense, quote unquote, because there's no more offense.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to
We'll
see
how
a
it
lot
goes.
of Reed and Brown and Jacoby over there getting some minutes.
I mean, they're gonna play. I'm just saying.
Carter
it's
Bryant.
like, I think the Spurs already know what they're gonna do with them. Basically, They know
You
what
would
they're gonna
hope,
send
right?
them. Right. Well,
You would hope.
Well, their favorite coach over there.
I mean, who's running? Who's the GM?
Who?
Yeah,
Where?
for the Spurs.
It's
Brian
not-
Wright.
Yeah, but what has he done? What has he shown? Like, this is where I think the development starts there. When Pop was the head coach and the GM, you saw what he was doing. He had already, when people were selected or people were brought to the team, he had a vision on what they were going to be for the team, and that's what he would push, right? Does GM make some good picks? Yeah. But now what are you going to do with them? You don't have Pop on the sideline.
And
Jefe.
Pop's still president of basketball operations.
He has to have some sort of input. I don't know
Yeah.
how much, but he's got to have some sort of input. But then again, it's like, who's in charge?
Yeah.
Like, who's the one that's going to do it? Who's going to make it come to fruition, as
Yep.
they say? Well, I guess we'll wait and see. It starts pretty soon, right?
2 weeks, I think.
2
or
weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah. I think the first week of July or second
Well,
Well, I
week
guess
of July, yeah.
in the meantime, I guess we can talk about baseball. So did y'all see the Crow Armstrong play?
Yes.
And he got caught out at second.
Oh.
Yes.
So, okay, I didn't see it when I turned the game on, it had just happened. So, what was he walked and tried to take second?
No.
What happened?
He was stealing second and
ball four.
On ball four. So you're stealing second. It was ball four, but he didn't know. He thought he was.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, because he's running.
Because you're running.
Yeah.
So he slides.
The catcher throws down.
The catcher ends up throwing down still. I don't know why he ended up throwing down because he knows it's ball four.
Well, you're not a catcher.
Technically,
Cranky,
I
you're not a
mean-
catcher. I would have did the same thing. Anyway.
I mean, maybe the umpire called it late. I don't know.
because you don't know what it's going to be. It could be a strike.
Like, he's already
must
in
have-
motion. Like, he's
Now,
already.
if it's 2 outs, I get it.
But a lot of times, maybe not. I don't want to say a lot of times, but there's times when the catcher will stop his throw
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he hears ball four.
Right.
You know, but this guy didn't hear it. He
Yeah.
still throws it down
Still
to
threw it
second, and it was like a regular play. He tags him. What happens is
he comes off the bag.
he comes off the bag.
He touched the bag, and as they said, he established his
Then he
position
took
on
over
the bag.
yeah.
That's what Craig Counsell was arguing, that
And then his hand came off.
that he didn't establish position, and because he's still sliding.
Yeah.
You're still going. How do you establish if
Yeah.
you're still your motion, your
There's-
momentum is still going through the bag?
That's a very nitpicky call.
They made
I
it seem
think.
like he
Like, he made an attempt.
to go to third.
Hmm.
That's what they made it
Yeah.
seem like.
Or it's like when they go sliding, and you've seen those videos where like with kids too, like when they go sliding in, and or even in fast pitch, they go sliding in a second, they get happy and they jump up and they still have the tag on them.
Now that's an out.
That's that's basically what they call.
That's basically what they call it.
That's basically
pretty
what they
much, yes.
said, is that when he slid into the base, his hand made contact with second base, and then came up off the base. So they're saying that this was the establishment of him standing on second.
Okay.
And then when he was continuing his slide, his hand came off. And when his hand came off, the tag was still there, and that's why they called him out.
And he tagged him off the bag, and that's what they called him.
That's to me, that's kind of, I don't know what you call it, ticky tack, or that's too literal.
Yeah,
that's too literal of a call. Especially if it's a bang bang play and they get the catcher's throwing down the second. Okay, ball 4. Like, that should be it. Like,
that's what I thought too. I
Yeah.
thought once it's ball 4,
Right,
it's a
right.
dead
It's a
ball.
dead ball.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
should be
Oh,
a dead
right.
ball.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's a dead ball. Because if it's a ball 4 and the runner sees ball 4, he'll stop.
Yeah, he'll slow down.
He'll
Yeah.
stop and he'll just walk to the base.
Yeah. And
So
yeah.
why penalize him for not hearing that it's ball 4
Or yeah.
and continuing his natural?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I also think it's
That's kitty. That's ticky tack.
I also think it's PCA trying to do a little too much.
You
when-
gotta watch the play. It's
so that's what you're taught as a catcher. Like, I don't know how many outs there were. I'm guessing it had to be less than 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because when they teach you that, exactly what they teach you, regardless if it's a ball or strike, if the guy's stealing and you don't know if it's ball 4 or strike 3, so you're gonna throw down, and that's what they taught us. You just continue to play. So but to call that, honestly, man, that
So
was,
they reviewed it.
That was too much.
Yeah.
So they reviewed it. So I saw it right now. So they reviewed it.
Because he was safe. If you see it in real time, he's
and
safe.
it's a.
But they
for them
reviewed
to
it.
keep an eye on it, I guess.
It was just good camera.
Yeah,
good
they
camera work because they got a good view of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
A good slow motion view of it.
Yep. And they took the chance. Because you still don't know. You only have 20 seconds to review it, or 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
So you got to review it quickly, and then you either got to go or not. So that was pretty sharp, for them to call that. But I still think that's kind of ticky tack.
Well, we saw how-
that's
we saw
too
how
much of a
well-
literal rule.
We saw how well it worked out for them. They still lost.
Ooh.
And Samsonite over there has 15 RBIs in 3 games.
Samsonite.
Swanson.
Oh, Swanson. Oh yeah. Now why? Because he's on the hot seat.
We'll see what he does today. Maybe he just likes playing in New York. Maybe that's where he
think-
needs to go next.
I think I'm a Cubs fan and a Bud man from now on. Because obviously the Red Sox ain't cutting it. So y'all didn't get a chance to look at that the one I told you about the Red Sox, how they lost that game?
No.
No.
Okay. So it was the 8th inning, and they were down. Colorado's down by 2. Mm-hmm. So they reel off 4 straight. They reel off 4 straight hits. Mm-hmm. First guy gets on. Next guy bunts. Next guy hits a ball, base hit up the middle, and they throw the guy out at home. Right? I think there was already 1 out. There might have been 1 out already. So then the next guy up gets another base hit. That's 4 hits in a row to right. Throw the ball home, and the guy that was coming around second overruns second. So they throw the ball down to second, and they get him. So that's the 3rd out. So they still got the 4 hits in a row, right? So go to the 9th. It's still 2-0, and they reel off 4 straight hits. Bing, bang, 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 and they win the game because Duran over there in left field is playing with his balls and can't get the damn ball and throw it in. So he basically boots it twice, and the winning run comes in and scores.
Of course.
So that was the first time. I think there was a certain stat that said it was from like the 60s that there was whatever stat that was. But for something like that to happen for 4 straight hits hadn't happened since like 1922 or something like that. And I couldn't believe that. Like 8 straight hits. 8 straight hits. But the way it happened, it's freaky, right? Because they get a hit, throw the guy out at home. They get a hit, the guy overruns second. And it's like, you know.
Like they were trying to
freaking lose that
so
game,
they were trying
man.
to pull a De'Aaron Fox.
They were trying to
They're
lose
trying
that
to lose the
game,
game.
man. I'm like, come on. But yeah, that's how they lost that game, man. I couldn't believe it.
So I was watching a video of a Little League game.
Uh-huh.
And they show where, first of all, I think it was a foul ball, but the ump calls it fair. But a lefty hits a ball down the line. First baseman makes a diving grab down the line, crawls to first and touches first with his hand. Third out. They're walking off the field, and the ump goes back and says, nope, he's safe. He says, why? He goes, because he didn't touch the base with the ball in his glove. And so the coach's argument, of course, is what we're all thinking right now. Is so what happens when you put your foot on the bag, right? He says, no, it doesn't matter. The foot is the foot. The hand, it has to be the glove with the ball. And everybody's like, no, it's a force out. Any part of your body that touches the bag, as long as you have the ball in your hand, it's an out. And they called him safe. The coach is trying to explain to the ump, and the ump throws him out. And then says, you need to be in the parking lot around 4:50 in the game, right? We talk about umpires. So John, this is for you. John and Andy, this is for you. They need to be trained better, man. I mean, I get it. It's Little League. You're not in high school. You're not in college. You're not at the minor league level, major league level. But know the rules of the game.
How do you throw somebody out when you're wrong?
Well, that was it. I think he's wrong and he doesn't want to hear it anymore. So get out of here.
You know what? You're right. I'm wrong, but you still gotta go because I can't overturn my call no more. we don't have this replay.
Well, okay, so that's interesting because we talked about a play like that before, and it was in Little. I don't know if that was the same play. It was probably a different play, but it was a play at second base.
Yeah, this one was at first.
So the kid basically kind of did the same thing. He got the ground ball and he kind of bobbled it, and then he had the ball in his glove, but touched second base. And my first reaction was like, no, he's safe. But it's the same thing on first base. Mm-hmm. But my thinking back, because I thought we were gonna ask John about that one too. But yeah, now I remember that it happened at second base, and I was thinking that no, he's safe. But I was like, now that you say it that way, I'm like, well,
why would it be safe?
Why would it be safe? He's like, he's got to be out.
Because of second base.
2 chances. He's got 2 chances.
Now, the I guess what you compare it, what maybe he's comparing it to, or maybe what he's thinking is like, let's say it's a rundown.
Yeah, and he touches the guy with the opposite hand,
and the ball's in
this guy.
Now, maybe that is kind of like
what he was thinking.
Maybe that's what he was thinking, because I think he's safe if you do it like that, right?
Yes. You have to touch him with the ball or with the glove that has the ball.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Or you see where the guy gets the ball, he picks up the ball, but has the ball in his hand and touches the guy with the glove. He's safe because you're not touching him with the ball. You have to have it in the glove or touch him with the hand that has the ball. That's where I'm thinking the umpire that's what he's thinking about.
So there has to be a base involved.
Yeah, but when it's a force out, as long as you touch it with your foot, your knee, your head, it doesn't matter. As long as you have possession of the ball.
Zero.
How much does my head weigh?
As long as you have possession of the ball, no matter what you touch the base with, it should be an out. That's it. And so I saw it and I was like, wow, man. Like, and then for the umpire to have that power trip and be like, you're out of here. All he was trying, he wasn't cussing at the ump.
Yeah.
He was just hold on. He's trying to explain, and the ump just throws him out. And I'm like,
Mansplain.
that's where you start seeing, for whatever reason, a lot of those videos have been coming up on my For You page, right? So it's a lot of
Probably because of reasons like this. His phone hears you talking about it.
and I've been seeing a lot of people where the
No.
umpires are arguing, or they're arguing with the coaches, or
iPhones aren't that smart.
okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna let it go. But I've seen a lot of power trips from umpires, and it's just
Those umpires are hired by who?
they have a
Well, if you would probably ask John, there's probably associations or
There is.
groups.
there. So like John runs the group of umpires.
Okay, so if
for
you
Pony
so
League.
that's a question we go ask him. You should ask him or John if you're listening to us.
If you listen to us anymore.
Yes, if you listen to us anymore,
God.
and probably listen to us now that we mention your name. Hopefully, if the coach were to go complain to you, what kind of authority
What
do you?
answer?
What kind of punishment, or can you punish
the umpire.
the umpire on that, or do you just like talk to him like a 4-year-old and hey, I know you made a mistake, but
Don't do that
don't do that again.
Don't do that
Or
again.
Here's a slap on the hand.
Or you won't be able to umpire first base no more. We got to put you to second.
and honestly,
I'm gonna take away your PlayStation.
What-
Don't
and
do
here's
it
the
again.
thing: the first base umpire called him out. It was the home plate umpire that reversed the call because they were questioning it, and so he said, "No, he's safe." And so that's why it was the home plate umpire. So that's why when the coach goes to the home plate umpire, like, "Hey, you're out of here."
So
Oh, my
so there's
God.
another one as the a first base umpire that called him out. Aren't you smart enough to be like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? He's out. I mean, I know what is the umpire older that he has to give in to him,
and it was an older guy that was behind the plate.
I mean, there's times where you respect your elders, yes, but at times like this, you gotta overrule, man.
Yeah.
And I know that in Little League, again, you don't have like crew chief. Well, you do, which is I guess what John is, right? But on the field, you don't have like the crew chief, the crew leader.
Right.
You only have 2 umpires, usually, right? You only have 2 umpires. So I'm guessing the other guy, withdrew. It was like,
Just
okay,
said no.
you're saying that he's out, then he's out. And, I guess he was the lead umpire.
I know. I got a date. You probably got to go to bed. Yeah, he's out. Let's get this shit over with already.
The buffet's about to close. I get it, So yeah, he was a bigger guy.
Okay,
So
I got a hot date.
Coach is here arguing, throw him out because he's cutting into our drinking time.
yeah. Well, I mean, you think about it, right? In Little League, it's all a timed game. So at any point, it can be like, game over. It already hit the
So
clock.
then why throw out the coach then? Just say, if you want to keep arguing, you're
wasting your own
wasting
time.
your own time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but you're right. Do you go and do you go to the, I guess, crew leader or the guy running the umpires and say, hey, I want to make a complaint? What
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
What happens with that complaint?
I mean, you can't replay the game for one.
No, of course, yeah.
You're not
You
gonna
can't.
not replay it for that.
You
no.
can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they can. What is that? What is that? Play it under
Protest?
Protest.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll win the protest, but then what happens then?
Yeah, like I don't even know the video, of course, doesn't go into detail, so it doesn't show if it affected the game in any way,
Exactly.
right?
Was it 12-0 already?
Yeah, it doesn't show that, but you can even hear the first base coach, because he's the one. I don't know if he has meta glasses or he just had a camera on him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's standing there and he's just laughing because he knows that the umpire is wrong, and he's like, I don't know, dude, I don't know, man, like he knows, right? And he's just cracking up because he starts laughing when the umpire throws the coach out because that was ridiculous in itself.
Yeah.
And he's just
To even
laughing.
get
He's
to
like,
that
bro,
point.
like this is insane. It's insane.
So I saw one. I'm gonna flip it around now. So I saw one, just yesterday, to where it was a fast pitch game, and it was a foul tip that the catcher caught.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a foul tip into the glove, and the umpire's like, well, it was strike 3. Anyway, so he's like, oh, strike 3. Girl throws it to third, and you hear in the back, the parents, hey, she fouled that. And the umpire, literally, like took his mask off and looked at the parents and said, are you serious? Are you kidding me? And they're like, well, she found it. He goes, if you're going to say something, know the rules first. And then that was it. Like, that's all he gave him. Because I was like, well, it's true. Because a lot of these parents, they just, how do you not know? She caught the ball. She didn't drop it. It was strike 3. She's out. Hey, she found that.
She sure did. She's still out.
So you have a lot of parents too that just want to argue because
And don't know
and they don't know the rules,
game,
but
yeah.
they just want to argue. And what sucks is that's these videos. It's like you would think it's like an isolated thing, but there's videos from Texas, from Florida, from North Carolina. I mean, there's everywhere where either the parents don't know what the hell they're talking about, the umpires are crap, the coaches themselves. It's like, dude, who are you there for? Who are you there for? Like, your goal is to teach the kid. Your goal is not, I get it. Fight for your kid, or if you know that maybe the kid didn't do something, maybe he didn't do nothing, right? Fight for him. Yeah, I get that. But you're going to start a fight on the field. You're going to bump the umpire. You're going to throw a punch at him. You're going to do all this shit. Like, then who are you there for? This is what I don't understand. Like,
And I
this is
think,
the way it is now. That's the way it is now with everybody.
That was being said. Are you here for the kids or are you here for yourself? I kept hearing that, right? And I'm like,
It's crazy.
all
like,
the
who
umpire
wants
had to do was say, here's another idea that might be controversial.
You could.
You could just shut the,
Oh, Dave Chappelle. I love that. Great. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure Vortex too might have something, but he's doing more basketball.
Yeah,
right?
he does basketball.
Vortex.
Yeah.
Well, John,
And he has said that he has parents, and he just turns around and he's, what? Like,
Yeah, he talked
you
about it
don't
on
know,
the thing,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't know, so, yeah.
yeah, I thought that was
Well,
funny.
John,
too.
get back to us on that
She
one.
found it. What? Oh my God. Well, anything else you want to go over? USA playing tonight.
Play at 9 o'clock.
Play at 9 o'clock. Late.
They're actually
that's too
favored
late.
to win today, too, against Turkey.
Well, they're already going into the group. They're already going to the knockout round, so it really doesn't matter.
Well,
Win
I
or
thought
lose.
this was the knockout round, no?
No,
This
not
is the
yet.
last game
This
of
is
the last game of
this
the
is the last game
group
of
play.
the group. So, I mean, it really does. It's really more of a fight to see who's going to get second in this group. So USA is already moving on. They're already on the bracket for the knockout
Well, I
stage.
mean, are they playing for, I guess, seeding?
No, they're done. The
You know what I'm saying? When they go into bracket play,
right.
what
There's-
is their?
there's no seeding.
How does it get?
It's already planned. It's
So
already
it's
set.
already
So
group
the winner
B goes here?
The winner of group Yada is going to be here.
Okay,
and
so
then the
then-
winner of group,
So
But so it's the
Whatever.
top two of each group go, right?
So
Right.
basically, the winner of the I think the way it goes, the winner of a group plays the second team of another group, the second place. Of
Right,
another group.
right.
Like they don't
Right.
play in
Yeah.
the first round.
They don't
Right,
play
right.
the first and first.
They don't
yeah.
play the
Right.
winners
Oh
of
no,
the-
no.
Okay, they'll
Yeah,
play.
unless they win, then they go to the next.
So
That's when you-
then they would want to win this game to guarantee that even if they lose, are they still?
No,
guaranteed?
they're still going on to. So they're in
No,
that
I'm
whatever
talking about-
position. No, they're going to stay. They already won the group.
They won their group.
They won the
already,
group
okay.
outright. So it doesn't matter if they win or lose this
Lose,
game.
they already won
But
this
of
group.
course, they thought they're going to say like, okay, what are they going to do? Do they want the momentum? Do they want Are they going to
Rest or-
start rest or that because Pulisic's hurt? That's their main guy. So he missed the second game, and he's probably going to miss this one because it doesn't matter. You need to let him rest now. But no, all the positions in the knockout round are already pre-planned. So it doesn't matter like if you score more goals in this one, you're going to get
Yeah,
seated
you see,
here.
okay.
No. So it's the top two teams of each one, and then the next best eight of the third place
Yeah.
teams. So that one makes it 32.
32,
So
and
then
it's
you
a it's a
One and done.
it's a one and done
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much. It's
you're
a
done.
March
You're
Madness type
one,
thing.
one and done. So they were talking about, but you know how people are. They were just throwing stuff out of their butts. They were talking about the possibility of the way that the seeding was, or the way, not the seeding,
bracket.
but the way the bracket was, is that if England and the USA won, that they could potentially play on the 4th of July.
I heard that.
I
heard
like,
that.
Whoa! But that would be interesting.
That would be cool.
I don't know if it's gonna happen because I don't. I think they already said that they could already be playing
But
somebody else.
what is the big like, what is it called? There's something behind it, right? If they play on the 4th of July, isn't there like a specific?
Well, yeah, that's where we gained our independence from.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
See, that's what I thought.
Yeah, especially with it being 4th of July. It's when
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny.
Have y'all watched any of the games?
I watch as many as I can, even at work.
So, so I have I usually don't watch, right? I usually don't watch a lot of soccer, but this weekend we went to go visit my sister.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we went to a bar
Wow.
on Friday called El Chingon.
Jeez.
Wow.
And honestly, it's like an Ojos Locos type vibe, right?
But they were
All
toxicas.
Mexico. It's all the girls are in lingerie.
Oh, I see.
Like it's all,
Okay.
it was like that type of a
Wow.
thing. And they had the soccer games on there, so I saw the full game. I saw a full game there, and then when I go back to, we stayed with my brother-in-law and my sister, and you get up and turn on the TV, and that's what we're watching. We watch soccer pretty much all weekend.
Yeah.
And so I got to see a lot of the games, man, and you're rooting for certain people, and
Yeah.
just it was pretty cool. I really got into it this weekend. I didn't get to see the Mexico game yesterday. Well, I did. I started seeing it towards the end when they finally started scoring their
that's
goals, right?
When I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, so I saw it towards the end. We were shooting pool, so I just really wasn't paying attention. But then I started watching it. So yeah, I think I am gonna kind of watch some of the U.S. game today. They're favored, so hopefully
Yeah.
they win and they get to be the 1 seed of their group.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're a sporting person or if you like sports, right, you're gonna watch, like, I'm sure you guys watch golf.
I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody does,
Yeah.
but I'm sure some people do. I choose not to, but I also choose to watch soccer. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, like, and
And hockey.
not everybody, yeah, and hockey, yeah, and especially because I know you guys love hockey. But the World Cup is just something different, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it before in the previous episode, but it's just something different, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just
not gonna be
something
sitting there
different.
watching MLS, but I am gonna watch the World Cup.
I won't even watch, and a lot of these guys come from those European leagues,
Uh-huh.
and those European leagues, I mean, they're just as crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I won't watch those games.
Yeah.
I won't. But if it's a World Cup game,
Yeah.
you better believe I'm get every chance I get. I'm gonna. So real quick, we'll end on this. So I don't know if you guys know. So each group stage or each group has 4 teams. Everybody plays 3 times. The last game of the group, the teams play at exactly the same time.
Yeah.
So I was wondering why this happened. And then, of course, got my news from TikTok, like I always do. So this guy put a TikTok out, and he says, do you ever wonder why the teams play at the same time on the last game?
So they're not looking at the games?
Well, so that way they don't know what the other teams have to do. So basically, there was a game that went on in a World Cup in the early 80s, I believe, where both teams knew what they had to do to, like, get to the next round.
So they rigged the gate.
So basically, somebody needed to score, or one of the teams had to score, not the other one, but one of them did. And then basically, that's how the game had to end.
So was this to get into the
knockout
right,
round.
to
The
get into
knockout
the
round.
knockout stage.
So both teams get into
Right.
the knockout. Okay.
So that's what happened. And the way they claimed it is like some of the players are like, well, we didn't plan it to happen that way. It just happened that way. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, really?
yeah.
Like, really? It was just convenient that, they had to score one goal
Coincidence.
and they had to win and both you guys would get in. But no, it just happened that way. So Algeria, which was the 3rd place team in that group, filed a complaint with FIFA because they were trying to tell them like, hey, these guys did this crap on purpose, because they didn't want, because if the result would have been different, Algeria would have been the second place team and they would have went to the knockout round. Of course, it didn't happen that way. So after a couple of years, FIFA finally said, okay, this is what we're going to do. So that's why every third game of the group stage is played at the same time, because now they don't want the teams to know, what's going on and what they have to do.
And I saw that when I was looking at the schedule today. 2 teams played at 3.
Yeah.
Or 2 games at 3, 2 games at 6, and then 2 games at 9.
And the games are, down to the last second. Because if you pay attention, if you're watching the game at the very beginning, there's a countdown. So they start the games at exactly the same time. So there's a countdown, 5, 4, 3, and then the referee goes beep, and then the game starts. So they're doing the same thing at the stadiums at the same time. So they start exactly at the same time.
So what if one stadium they're doing the national anthem and they're both doing national anthem, one singing faster than the other?
Slow down. But
Or
and it's interesting because not everybody watches the World Cup. I get it, I understand it, because you just have to, you have to be, you're not a specific type of person, but you just have to want to watch it. If you're just gonna sit there, like I've heard people before, like, oh, it's soccer, it's boring, they're just going back and forth. But there's strategy there. There's reasons why they're so close to the goal, and then all of a sudden they kick it all the way back to it's like there's things that go on, man. People don't understand, but anyway.
I guess they want to see, because you think about it, basketball's the same way, but there's just more scoring.
Yeah.
I think hockey's the same way. It's just, I don't know how they're being almost exactly the same way, because there's not a lot of scoring sometimes.
Right. There's games
so I guess
where
people are more, they want to see the scoring. That's
Right.
why stuff is, boring.
And you've seen that in baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You've seen that in baseball where they're
that.
watching the scoreboard and seeing what's going on, and then you've seen teams, pull their players and they put in subs. So that way, hey, we know we've already made it, or we know we don't have to do this, so let's pull our players, let's rest them. And so you see that, and I guess that's the modern day now luxury, right, of teams where at your stadiums you have everybody's freaking score. You see football same way. All the scores are up on the thing, and so you're watching that, you're seeing that, and then you decide how you want to finish the game. So
Well, we thought you were gonna say, baseball is boring because there's no scoring.
That's what I was gonna say too.
no,
That's where you were going with it, and you went like, oh, all right, I guess you went another way.
You think?
You should say.
Popsky, I thought you were doing one of these.
You did a hook when you were supposed to run a post. And missed you on the post.
You ran the annexation of Puerto Rico when you should have just ran it.
And maybe and when you bring up that scenario with the teams that fixing their game to go where they thought it was, it kind of makes you think of the Chargers Raiders game from a couple years ago.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about.
Where both teams,
Where they needed to,
all they had to do was play to a tie. And both teams would have went to the playoffs.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But the dumb Raiders called a timeout, and Chargers were like, well, if you're going to call a timeout, we're going to score it.
Yeah.
And then knock them out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Say, we're trying to help you out here.
We're trying to, both of us get to the playoffs, and you're over here calling, you want to actually make it a game, so I guess we'll knock you out and we'll go.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right, man. Well, we'll see how the U.S. does when they get to the knockout stage. It's always been the point where they die, and unfortunately. But I don't know. There's been a lot of hype about this current team. I don't follow it enough to know whether or not they're really good enough to beat France or Spain and all them.
And I had a conversation with one of my brother-in-law's relatives over there in Dallas, and I asked him, I said, does it benefit the U.S. that they played a couple of teams that were kind of gimme games, and then you have another one with Turkey they're not going to be so
like the result doesn't,
right?
Yeah, the result doesn't matter.
moving into the knockout stage,
I
does
know
it benefit them?
I know Turkey is a country, but you know how we use the word turkey here.
So, I mean, does it benefit them? Like where it wasn't a physical match. It wasn't so.
You jive, Turkey.
So I don't know, man. I don't know if it benefits the U.S. or not.
Well, I mean, that part I could go on and on. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that, but we won't. But just a quick, so that's why that there's a disparity in USA soccer compared to France, Spain, England. They build their kids from the ground up, and it's almost like a national thing. Like there's one national group that says, okay, you get into this group, we're gonna develop you, and then you're gonna go to the next group, and they're gonna develop you, and then you go to the next group, and they're gonna. What happens in the United States is that if you have more money, we'll teach you. But that's not how it is in these other countries. And that's the disparity. That's why these countries are so much better than we are when it comes to soccer, because they don't do that. They're not in it for the money. They're in it for, like they say, what do they call it? Country, flag and country or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought like in China, your country has control of their people.
Yeah.
So if the country says this guy's gonna play baseball from now until freaking
Right.
I don't know, until they freaking disown him. And that's why. And
Yeah.
in the United States, they don't do that.
Yeah, it's
Well,
all
think
about
about-
who has money.
Look at it this way. The national teams from Tokyo, Korea, Asia, anywhere, Pacific Asia, they don't have dads coaching those teams.
Yeah.
They appoint somebody to
A
coach
coach,
that team.
yeah, an actual coach.
So daddy's not coaching that team. So if you suck, you're not playing.
So you mean he's not playing shortstop, pitcher,
Yeah, exactly.
leadoff batter,
No.
or cleanup, or because he's
and that's the difference.
And
You can put them together. Baseball and soccer, it's the same thing.
And those ribbons that those coaches has, those are ribbons of shame.
Gun hole. Oh, exactly, man. That's why there's such a big gap.
Yeah.
And as much as they try and push that, like this is why when the 3-letter network, Fox, talks about the USA, man, they build them up so much. I'm getting emails like freaking crazy from Fox.
yeah.
So, USA plays well. They're playing Turkey, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yay. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't get it. Because I know what's going to happen in the knockout round. They're going to lose.
Well, not to know, but you pretty much.
It's inevitable.
Yes, there you go.
Like the way they tell Neo in the fucking, yeah, I'm inevitability. You're gonna lose. That's very harsh, and I know, you're not supporting your country. No, we're realists here, and that's what's gonna happen. I would be surprised if they win their first game in the knockout round. I really would.
If they're that gung ho about the soccer, USA soccer, then why don't they make a freaking pregame chant for them better than what we've seen? Did you see the way the Norwegians took over Met Stadium yesterday, man?
They took over Times Square.
They took over the Marlins Stadium in Miami. I forgot who. Scotland. Scotland took over there too. Took over Miami. Shoes, man.
No, because we like the USA. We like it. We like it. We like it. We love it. Like, what the hell? That's our chant?
I told you, there was only one person.
Yeah. This is why they're trying to get. What they're trying to do is you get John Denver. What is it called? Country Road.
Yeah.
They're trying to make that like the chant. It's like you're stealing that from a college, because one of the colleges does that. I think it was West Virginia. I think
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's like their thing. When the game ends, they start singing that song. Take me home.
So are they gonna start singing "The Eyes of Texas" when they when they win or what? I mean, Scotland has the beat from Seven Nation Army. Dun, dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. But they say Scotland. I forgot something.
I've seen videos of the English people from England singing. Their chants are like war chants, talking about their bombers flying over somewhere and destroying. Like, that's their chant. They're all the guy on top of the bar, all drunk, just singing, and everybody else is singing it too. It's like that's their chants. No, but we like it.
I mean,
we love it.
you got all these so-called influencers that can make freaking TikToks like nothing, and they can't think of a damn, chant for the U.S.
Do you really want a 22-year-old to create the chant for?
I mean, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I don't have the creative mind.
Well, they have 4 years until the next one. So
Yeah,
that
the
way,
next one, yeah,
and hopefully
no,
they
it's
come
not
up with a
gonna
better chant.
But I mean, this is supposed to be the year, though. That
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
everybody's
that
talking
rallied
about
them up. Oh, that rallied them up, man.
Yeah.
But look, if people that watch soccer are seeing this, I'm sorry. I like the U.S. I'm not saying I don't. I just know what's gonna happen. I just know what's gonna happen. I don't look it up, Louis. What's the highest or how far has the U.S. ever? Now they won the World Cup back in 1930 something.
When was the? Oh,
that's what,
USA,
three countries. Back
yeah, probably like 5 countries. I don't know. So that was the last time they won the World Cup. They actually won it way back. Yeah, way back in 1930.
Because the women won it in '96.
They won it several times.
Oh, have they?
Oh yeah, they won several times already. But the highest that they've ever been.
oh, actually, it says the highest finish for the U.S. men's national team at the FIFA World Cup is 3rd place, which they achieved in the inaugural tournament in 1930.
See, they didn't even win.
2002, they made it to the quarterfinals. The team advanced from the group stage and defeated their regional rivals Mexico 2-0 in the round of 16. And then they were eliminated by Germany 1-0 in that round. 94, they made it to round of 16. 2010, they made it to the round of 16. 2014, the round of 16. 2022, the round of 16. So
Well, they're gonna get a guaranteed win in this first round, just from the sounds of it. Since they're going to, they're actually winning the first round game, because the second round is the round of 16.
You haven't seen some of these. Did you see South Africa last night?
I saw they're celebrating.
Yeah, because they beat. Forgot who they were playing, but they were supposed to lose that game, and they beat them.
And they advanced to their.
So they got to the knockout round.
Knockout round?
Yep. I don't
South
know.
Africa beat South Korea.
Yes. Well, and South Korea was supposed to be one of the best teams.
One of the
But there was
favorite, yeah.
Mexico, which is a problem because Mexico's pretty good. But South Korea probably should have been the second place team to come out of that group.
I also see Mexico maybe making it to the round of 16, and then that's it.
I think they might go a little bit further. Maybe.
Well, let's see if South Africa could win, so can U.S.
So you're saying there's a chance. All right, and we'll end on the World Cup. I didn't even think we were gonna go this far on it.
Right.
Yeah, 20 minutes later. Cranky, anything?
Oh, you just said we're gonna end on this, man.
Just making sure. I didn't know if you had anything else to add. I'm sorry. I have to make sure.
Well, I was watching lacrosse the other day.
And this guy was trying to bunt.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm not gonna ask you then.
Well, hey, just shout out to Kingston Flemings.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not going 20 minutes
just
on that.
Brennan,
Sorry,
Brennan High School graduate,
Kingston.
drafted number 8 overall to the Atlanta Hawks. So,
From Houston, Cougars.
yeah,
Nice.
played the season in Houston.
Well, congratulations to him. Congratulations to Boone. What's his name?
Yeah, well, we mentioned that last week. Brady Boone.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
If he's real.
Did we find the AI? In
We still haven't figured that out.
found it?
I'm gonna go to the school in a few weeks and
Let me
see
tell
it.
you this, people, before we leave. South is not southwest.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
Peace. Later.
Hey.